Incidentally, 10,127 in the Alamodome for this fight. That's 3 fewer than the 10,130. Pacquiao reaching with the left hand. Barrera reaches out and goes to the body with both hands.
Jim, I'd like to point out that...
And Lawrence Cole's going to call that a knockdown as he motions Barrera to a neutral corner and applies the count. And already Barrera has knocked Pacquiao down. And Pacquiao saying, why? Why'd you call that a knockdown?
I'm not sure that Cole saw that punch land. And I'm not sure that a punch did land.
See exactly what happened. I didn't see a heavy punch land. It looked as much like a slip as anything else.
Surprisingly, Barrera is much more aggressive than I expected. Normally when he fights southpaws, he's more of a conservative, laid-back counterpuncher. He's making Pacquiao back, something that Pacquiao was not prepared for.
Barrera takes a couple of hard punches right up the middle as Pacquiao lands a 1-2.
3 of Barrera's last 5 fights have been with southpaws.
Well, he's a great technician with brilliant footwork, but already you see that Pacquiao has a reach advantage. Barrera can't seem to counter back accurately when Pacquiao lands over the top. Now Barrera goes with the body, the left hooks. Pacquiao coming upstairs with a left uppercut. 2 of them, Emmanuel.
Yes, I'm looking for... Pacquiao is trying to find a way to get his straight left hand through the center, but he cannot seem to find the target. But
good left hand to the body and a left upstairs by Marco Antonio Barrera.
10-9 for Barrera because he got a credit for a knockdown, not the 10-8 that a knockdown usually is.
Yeah, he stepped forward 1 step to get into range to land his jab, and since that time, he's been tactically in control.
Tactically in control with the jab, but Pacquiao is trying to take control. Is this going to be a good fight? Because neither guy is going to accept the other guy controlling the fight.
Pacquiao has been getting his left hand in, just like there. He's had 4 or 5 of them, 6 in the last 30 seconds.
Pacquiao strafing Barrera now with 1-2 combinations upstairs. To call him the poker-faced assassin. He never shows emotion in the ring. Big combination by Barrera as he catches Pacquiao coming in. Manny comes back with body shots of his own. Hard body shots from Pacquiao.
And at this stage, the clear punches for the most part of this round are still being landed by Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao has come out with a determined rally in round 2. Trying to get back up on the scorecards after that strange knockdown ruling in round number 1. In the second round, by CompuBox count, Manny Pacquiao threw 100 punches and landed 31 out of 63 power shots. So he used a lot of energy in that round, Emmanuel.
And I thought that Barrera was having real trouble dealing with that straight left hand.
And with Pacquiao's hand speed.
Well, I think the speed and the rhythm that Pacquiao is using now is beginning to bother Barrera a little bit.
Hard left hand, straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career.
There was that
Never this early in a fight.
There is that left hand again. He doesn't see it coming, or he just can't cope with its speed.
Somehow Mike Tyson in and out, side to side, and then he shoots the right hand straight through the center.
There are probably some in this arena who didn't really know who Manny Pacquiao was, or what his chances might be against Marco Antonio Barrera. Now they know, as Pacquiao tries to go ahead and finish Barrera right here in the 3rd round. And he's getting reckless, and Barrera takes advantage. What a fight!
Is Barrera prepared to fight this kind of fight at this stage of his career?
He hadn't had one since February 2000. Not like this. Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. He's tasted the power, but Manny's having another big round.
Yeah, the great round. I don't know if Barrera seems to just still look a little too slow. Even when he's punching, he doesn't seem to have the speed that he once had.
Well, compared to Pacquiao, he does.
Barrera's going to have to counter to victory tonight if he's going to be able to win. As he's now definitely trying to stay away and not always able to do it.
That he can't stand and go toe-to-toe because of Pacquiao's fast hands. And now he's just trying to beat him with his
jab.
boxing ability.
And every time that Barrera jabs, he draws his right hand to his right side of his head, which means he's very, very vulnerable for straight left.
Barrera getting 3 chances to counter with the left hook, but taking a lot of leather to do it. Even though Marco Antonio Barrera is only 29 years old, he's been a fighting professional for 50 years, or 15 years, I should say. And there are moments here when Pacquiao has made him look older than his years.
Yes, he has. It looks like he's been fighting maybe about 20 years and started professional when he was 30. Oh, beautiful right cross. It came right back after shooting his left determination.
But let's remember that this is, in a real sense, Barrera's hometown. This is where Julio Cesar Chavez
got it wrong with Pernell Whitaker, right?
Fight the same pace and not take a break at the end of the fight.
These are Texas judges here tonight, too. Those are governing body judges who gave Chavez this draw with Whitaker. Pacquiao going to the body effectively. Starting to dominate every area of the fight now. Barrera gets a hard right hand back. Thinks he's hurt Pacquiao. Chases him down a little bit. Manny raises his arms to say, yeah, come on, trade with me. Hard left to the body by Pacquiao.
You know, that rally suggests it's a little early to count out a great pro like Barrera.
So much determination. I don't think he's going to collapse going down the stretch. And Barrera just doesn't seem to have the speed tonight.
For the moment, gives as good as he takes. Another right hand over the top. This is a round that judges could give to Barrera if they're looking for one to give to Marco. But Pacquiao's body punches set up another knockdown, and Lawrence Cole says it's not a knockdown. Their feet must have been tangled up. I'll tell you what, that was a hard left hand.
More of a knockdown certainly than the one in the first round.
No question about it.
Barrera desperately trying to land a punch that could stave off this little avalanche coming at him.
Perfect word. It's been an avalanche. The irresistible force of Manny Pacquiao.
Now the right jab is coming
Good
over the
uppercut
shoulder.
by Barrera. Left hand counter. Stuns Pacquiao. Barrera backs him into the ropes. Again, Pacquiao raises his arms and says, trade with me, come on. But that exchange belonged to Barrera.
The exchange definitely belongs to Barrera. Right here, you see Pacquiao shooting it straight left. And while he's finishing up here, his head accidentally bangs in. I mean, it is something that was definitely an accident. But I think the fact that Barrera is uncomfortable with the way the fight is going, he wanted to use as an excuse possible to have the fight terminated.
And there was Barrera's butt attempt again. It's going to be a slugfest from here on in. Barrera understands he can't box for a minute anymore. He's not going to try to box him. He's going to trade. Marco Antonio Barrera taking by far the worst physical beating of his career.
These guys no choice, but he's behind on punch. And what's interesting, there's another bad headbutt. But Pacquiao came back so fast that the referee didn't get a chance to really see it.
Nick over Barrera's eye.
Pacquiao throwing many more punches as he hammers away at Barrera.
Perhaps with more skill and not quite as much power in his weight class.
But it brings a lot of spirit to much like Mallorca. And that's really a quality that is hard to give a fighter.
Hard left hand by Barrera. Backs Pacquiao up. Hard right hand by Barrera. Uppercut landed. Didn't manage to really hurt Pacquiao. Pacquiao giving Barrera momentary breathing space, and Marco takes advantage. Pacquiao lands a left hand. Barrera counters back with a left and a right. Big punches from Pacquiao, and again the power deficit shows as Barrera just backs up.
Right now, he cannot time the rhythm and the movement of Pacquiao. The punches, and Pacquiao is smart. He's not really throwing hard punches now. He's throwing volumes of punches, just enough to keep him busy and to try to do more damage to that cut. It takes for your life. I can safely coach to losing a decision. I can gamble and let it all go out for a knockout. In that case, I would try to go all out for a knockout because he can't handle the speed of the movement of this guy. So in that case, you just have to go for your power.
Pacquiao showing tremendous stamina. Doesn't seem to want to slow down at all.
The hard punches, just a fuselage of punches coming from all angles. And that's what you should do when you have a fight attire like this.
And now Dickie Cole is going to warn Manny Pacquiao.
Neutral corner. Time! -1, -1, -1, -1. All right?
Either the headbutt or hitting on the break, either way. The -1 means nothing to Barrera now. -40 wouldn't hurt him.
That's punches, not punching Sidney with the confidence that he has shown in the past.
Big left hand again by Pacquiao. Barrera having trouble seeing out of his left eye. Pacquiao just hammering him. Just hammering him. Rights and lefts. Barrera talking to the referee and saying, what about him? Assaulting Marco Antonio Barrera. Mugging him.
Move. And you're going to have to keep fighting them back when they make that move. If you slow down, you'll lose the fight often. That's why those guys win a lot of close, controversial decisions.
Barrera is one of the highest regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining fighters. That will shake up the boxing world.
Sure will.
Barrera is one of the highest regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining fighters in the world.
Second official knockdown of the fight for Pacquiao. He's right on top of Barrera.
I think Barrera almost went down from exhaustion.
Yes,
in that occasion.
But officially should have been a knockdown.
But he's taken a lot of left hands. I wouldn't send him out to the 12th round, Manny. No. I don't care how proud he is. There's no way a great fighter should have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
No, because Pacquiao is not backing off. If you had a guy that was
he's getting hurt. Here comes Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner man is up on the apron. He's going to step into the ring. That's a good decision. Yeah. Finally. They could have done that 2 rounds ago.
For this performance tonight. Very impressive.
A superstar emerges in San Antonio. Filipino star Manny Pacquiao annihilates, destroys, and embarrasses the great Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yes, he did.
Before the end of the round, if Barrera's corner hadn't stepped in. Now here was the first knockdown back in the 3rd round. No, this is the knockdown in this round. Yeah, this is the knockdown where Barrera, as Larry said, went down basically from exhaustion. Here's the stoppage. And the stoppage, once again, prompted not by Lawrence Cole's desire to end the punishment for Barrera, but rather Barrera's corner stepping in from the apron to say, all right, enough.
This is a great performance for Pacquiao. You know, I'm very impressed at the fact that he fought with the intensity throughout the entire fight, and at the end even picked it up.
I think he could have fought 20 rounds tonight.
Yeah, the reports that I got that he was in fantastic shape. He's boxing 10 and 12 rounds, totally focused.
The Filipino assassin who fights with a smile on his face, Manny Pacquiao. Let's hear the official particulars on the TKO from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes in round number 11. The official time, 2 minutes, 56 seconds as referee Lawrence Cole calls a halt to the action. The winner and new featherweight champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.